Welcome to this space, a space just for you to reconnect and look inward.
Hi there, this is Daniela. Today we're going to be doing a full body stretch yoga session in which you're going to be aware of your body and you're going to let your breath guide you in every pose and every movement. Now, before getting started, you're going to rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and take a few moments to fully arrive. Bring your attention to your breath as you let it flow naturally. Allowing your breath to ground you, to keep you present throughout the entire practice. And from this moment, consciously leave any worries, any stress aside. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale completely. And gently open your eyes. We're going to get started. You want to be facing towards the top of the mat. As you inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen your spine, bring your palms together. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the right, release your left hand on your right knee, open your right arm back and release your hand behind you, or you can also try to wrap your arm behind your back and reach your left inner thigh. Try to look over the right shoulder and breathe here. Bringing your attention to your heart center. You're trying to turn your rib cage completely towards the right. As you inhale, feel your chest expanding more. Allow every exhalation to take you a little further. Inhale, reach your arms up, return back to center. And exhale, twist to the left, right hand on your left knee, open your left arm back as you turn your ribcage completely to the left. And exhale, release your left hand behind you, or same thing, you can also try to wrap your arm behind your back and reach your right inner thigh. Turn your head looking over the left shoulder. You're twisting your entire spine from your lumbar to your cervical spine. Long, steady breaths. As you inhale, try to lift your chest a little more. On every exhalation, you might feel your obliques slightly engaging, and that will help you twisting a little further. Inhale, turn back to center. Again, reach your arms up, lengthening your spine. And exhale, release your hands in front of your legs. As you inhale again, lengthen your spine. Now try to really lengthen from the base of your spine. And as you exhale, you're going to walk your hands forward, releasing your torso forward and down. Maybe you can drop your elbows down. Maybe you can even stretch your arms forward and release your forehead on the floor. As far as you can go and stay there, breathing consciously. Creating space in between each vertebra as you inhale. As you exhale, let go of any resistance. Maybe you can walk your hands a little further forward. Maybe you can release your chest down a little more. Slowly walk your hands back and release your hands on your knees. You're going to roll your shoulders back and release your shoulders down. Expanding your chest, keep your chest open, and you're going to start moving your head in circles. Big circles, releasing any tensions around your neck. Making sure you do both directions, so you can switch directions if you haven't yet. And if your neck cracks, that's totally fine. Back to neutral, and you're gonna come up to tabletop, placing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're gonna do a few cat and cows to release the spine. As you inhale, drop your belly down, extend your spine, open your chest, look up, cow. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine, chin towards your chest, cat. Inhale, drop your belly down, open your chest, look up. You're lifting your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round, draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, extend, open your chest, look up. Exhale, round, press through your palms, spreading your shoulder blades wide. 2 more like that. Inhale, extend. As you drop your belly down, lift your sit bones up, head up. Exhale, round, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, extend. Feel your chest opening. And exhale as you round. Press through your palms, spread your shoulder blades wide. Back to neutral. And now you're going to go to child's pose. Bring your knees together. Send your hips back towards your heels. Release your chest and your belly on your thighs. Forehead on the floor. Deep inhalation. Long exhalation. Again, deep inhalation. Long exhalation. As you inhale, you're going to round your spine, slowly going back towards tabletop. And exhale, shift your weight forward and slowly release your thighs, then your pelvis, then your belly, and then your chest down. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, and as you inhale, you're going to go up to cobra, lifting your chest, maybe your belly, but your pelvis and your thighs stay on the floor. Elbows close to your ribs, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale here, gaze slightly up. Exhale completely. One more inhale here. And exhale, release your elbows down as you go to Sphinx pose. You want your elbows to be right underneath your shoulders. Try to press your elbows down as you lift your chest away from the floor. Deep inhalation, expanding your rib cage. Long exhalation. Again, inhale here. Exhale completely. And slowly lift your hips up, walk your knees forward. Return back to tabletop. And now we're going to go to downward dog. Move your knees slightly back, tuck your toes under, lift your knees up as you send your hips up towards the ceiling, lengthening your spine. Press through your palms, keeping your arms active. And breathe here. Remember, you want to give priority to your spine. So if you feel like you're rounding your spine too much here, you can bend your knees, lift your heels up, and instead try to send your chest slightly back towards your thighs as you lengthen your spine and keep pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. Eventually, you want to try to drop your heels down and straighten your legs, but no rush. You will get there eventually. You want to always prioritize your spine. And you can go ahead and pedal your legs, bending one knee at a time. Synchronize the movement with your breath, however feels natural to you. You're bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg. Stretching the back of your legs, your hamstrings, your calves. Downward dog is a great stretch for the entire back body. Very good. You can stop the movement. And on your next inhale, you're going to walk all the way to the top of the mat, all the way towards your hands, and keep your feet as wide as your hips. Release your torso and your head down. Grab your elbows, letting your torso and your head hang down. Shift your hips slightly forward. If you need to bend your knees a little bit here, you can go ahead and do so. You want to try to keep your spine long and send your chest as close to your thighs as you can. You can swing your torso from side to side. As you inhale, you're lengthening your spine and your back muscles more. As you exhale, feel your chest getting closer to your thighs, the top of your head getting closer to your toes. Keep your hands on your elbows, and on your next inhale, you're going to slowly rise up. Lift your elbows up. You want your elbows to be over your shoulders. Exhale here. Inhale again, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, you're going to start moving your torso from side to side as you send your hips to the opposite side. Synchronizing the movement with your breath, however feels natural to you. Feel your sides lengthening. This is a nice stretch for your lats. Enjoy the stretch just a few more times. Inhale, come back up. Reach your arms up, lengthening your spine. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Open your arms wide and again, reach your arms up, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold, and this time you're going to catch your big toes with your index and middle fingers. So you're taking your index and middle fingers in between the big toe and the next toe. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and try to pull your chest as close to your thighs as you can. If you need to, bend your knees. Again, you can go ahead and do so. You're trying to keep your spine long and send your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Shift your hips slightly forward. Conscious, deep breaths. Allowing your breath to guide you in the pose. Create space in between each vertebra as you inhale. Let go of any resistance as you exhale. Release your hands on the floor and you're going to find your way back to tabletop. Step one foot back, release your knee down, then the other one. Make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Now we're going to go to puppy pose. You're going to walk your hands forward as you keep your hips right over your knees. Then you're going to gently release your chest down. You can first place your forehead on the floor. If this is enough for you, you can just stay here. If you feel like you can go a little further in the stretch, you can place your chin instead of your forehead on the floor. That will give you more space to send your chest down. Breathe here as you allow your chest to melt down more on every exhalation. Feeling your shoulders, your chest opening. Connect with the sensations in the pose. And slowly return. First come up onto your elbows. And then place your hands underneath your shoulders. And now we're going to sit down. You can move your knees to one side, drop your hips to the other, and stretch your legs forward. Now you're going to bend the right knee, bring the right foot to your left inner thigh, and open the right hip. You're going to try to turn your chest facing towards the left leg, which is going to be pointing straight forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen your spine, and exhale, catch your left foot. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine here. And as you exhale, you're going to try to send your chest towards the left leg. You're trying to send your heart center towards your left thigh. If you have to bend your knee here a little bit, feel free to do so. Take a few conscious, deep breaths, lengthening your spine as you inhale, releasing your chest as you exhale. You might feel like you're slightly twisting your torso a little bit here. Your right hip is opened and you're sending your chest to the left leg, to the opposite direction. And slowly return back up. And now you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels as close to your pelvis as you can and grab your feet like a book. Your thumbs are in. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is try to lengthen the spine. So try to sit straight, lift your chest up. Sometimes in this pose, as you're externally rotating the hips, your lower back might tend to round, pulling your weight back. So again, the first thing we want to do here is straighten the back and then try to push your knees down. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you feel like you can go a little further, you can start leaning your torso forward and down, trying to keep the spine long, especially the lumbar spine. Bend your elbows and that will help you pushing your legs down. And maybe you can release your forehead on the floor, just as far as you can go. Stay where you are. Don't force anything. And take a few more breaths here. Slowly return back up. And now we're going to do the other side. So now you're going to stretch your right leg forward as you keep your left knee bent. Left foot on your right inner thigh. Try to open your left hip. And again, turn your chest facing towards the right leg, which is pointing straight forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, catch your foot even if you have to bend your knee a little bit. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, release your chest towards the right thigh. Slightly turning your torso. Breathe here. On every exhalation, let go of any resistance. And you'll notice how when you let go of any resistance, you will naturally be able to go a little further. It will just happen naturally. You don't have to force anything. Slowly come back up. And again, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. This time, I want you to move towards the top of the mat. And you don't have to bring your heels as close to your pelvis as before. You're going to lay down like this. You're going to place your hands behind your hips, then lower your elbows down, and then gently release your back and your head down and rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, breathing into your hips, allowing your hips to release more on every exhalation. And try to keep your muscles soft here. There's no need to engage or activate anything. Surrender to the pose. Now slowly lift your knees up and place your feet as wide as your hips. Make sure that your lower back is touching the floor. Cross the right leg over the left, placing your ankle on top of the left thigh. Grab your left thigh and bring your legs towards you. So you're trying to bring the right shin towards your chest as you open the right knee, externally rotating your hip, and feel the stretch there. Take a few conscious breaths. Long, steady breaths. Paying attention to any sensations that might arise. Slowly release the left foot down. Bring your right knee to your chest. Stretch your left leg on the floor. Now use your left hand to take your knee all the way to the left side. Push your knee down and open the right arm to the side. Turn your head also towards the right and try to press the right shoulder gently down. Close your eyes. Keep your left leg straight. Breathe here. Connecting with the sensations in the pose. Feeling the twist in your entire spine from your lumbar to your cervical spine. You might also feel the stretch in your right outer hip. And slowly return. Place your feet flat on the floor again. Now you're going to cross the left leg over the right. Grab your right thigh and bring your legs towards you. You're trying to bring the left shin towards your chest as you open your left knee, externally rotating your hip. Feel the stretch there. If you have practiced pigeon pose before, you will see that this is kind of like a pigeon pose when you're laying on the top of the front leg. You'll feel that same stretch in your left outer hip. And slowly release the right foot down. Bring the left knee towards your chest. Stretch the right leg on the floor. Use the right hand to take your knee all the way to the left. Push your knee down to the floor. Open the left arm to the side. Gaze towards your left fingers. Try to gently press your left shoulder down. Close your eyes. Your right leg is straight on the floor. Observe how one side might be slightly different than the other. And that's okay. Just notice the difference. Allow yourself to observe it without judgment. And slowly return. Bring both knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug before going to Shavasana. Decompressing your spine. And whenever you're ready, stretch your legs on the floor. We're going to do a short Shavasana, but you're welcome to stay there longer, as long as you need. Rest your arms next to your body. Allow your shoulders to drop down. Release your toes to the sides. Close your eyes. Take a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, surrender completely to the pose, allowing your body to rest heavy on the floor. Again, a long, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, feel your body sinking down, resting heavy. Take a few more long, deep breaths in and out through your nose, releasing any tensions on every exhalation. Feel your body melting down, your muscles relaxing away from your bones. Be grateful with your body for allowing you to move throughout the practice today, for everything you learned today. You can start wiggling your toes, your fingers. Bring your knees to your chest. Cross your shins, grab your thighs, and you can rock back and forth as many times as you need before sitting up. Cross your legs, rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes. Before moving out of this space, remember to carry with you everything you cultivated in this practice. Approach the rest of your day with openness, awareness, and gratitude. Thank you so much for joining to this practice. Remember, the idea is to incorporate this sequence into your daily stretch routine. Namaste.